Mixing up a J right after we got off the phone, yeah, we just reconnected. Been a while since we spoke. You tell me that it's been destined, but the uncertainty, baby, it made you shy away. Now you're not saying I won't make it, what you trying to say?
Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Wanted to just quickly update the vlog. Had a fun weekend. Family participated in the hot chocolate 15K. So that's what I was training for until I got the old boot on. Broke the old bone. So, so then my wife ended up running the 15K for me. And then, so super proud of her. And then second son, Mason, he ran the 15K, and the other two boys, they ran the 5K. So just a lot of fun. That's one of the goals for the family this year, is to be able to do some more races. We're looking at maybe trying to do a dozen this year. So last night we were looking, so luckily we live in a huge city that has pretty decent weather. Now a lot of the races, like there's really none happening in August and September, but there is a couple on 4th of July. So nothing that's too strenuous, you know, 5K, 10K. From a heat standpoint, you just always got to be just concerned about that. But they typically start pretty early in the morning, so it's not too hot and humid. But then again, it's Houston, so it's par for the course, part of the run, part of the elements. So then coming in this morning, let me just show you, I have a lot of this going on right here. Monday, so what does that mean? 9 a.m. team meeting, want to prepare for that, make sure that I have some feedback on what went well last week, realigning with the goals for the year, and then a little bit of ideas on what we can do to continue to improve and develop our skills. So this year, going to go back to basics. And just kind of like how Vince Lombardi says, this is a football, this is the goal line. And so that's the idea here, is to take it back and go, okay, hey, what's our value to the marketplace? What's our value to our clients and potential clients, and what can we be focusing in on? And that's what I'm bringing it back to. And then have a little bit of motivational moment. I'm going to be using some videos from James Clear on habits. So it should be a good one this morning. Let's go. A little bit of breakfast, a little bit of reading, got my laptop out. I'm also using this conference room so that way I can have my leg up, and then got some water, and got the business cards I need to send out, and pens in case I need some to write. I'd show you this, a little Mr. Rogers here. If you remember that old show, he would change shoes. So I decided to do that. So I thought this white shoe would go better than my red shoe with my outfit today. So doing a little wardrobe change this morning. Crushed it. All right, daily vlog, here we are. So after today, had the team meeting at 9. And so one of the things that I'm doing in changing up that meeting is making sure that I represent the different metrics, the results that happened from the previous week, what were some of the outstanding things, and some of the things that just they need to be aware of. So kind of break it down on the results of what they did as a team totally, and then individually, and then realign them with the goals that we have for 2020. And then we'll talk about anything that's happened on the operations side, and then have a look at a corner from a recruiting standpoint, so they're aware of who's coming in, the build, and that way they can get excited about some of the people that we're looking at bringing on board. And then after that, 10 o'clock, that went to about 9 to about 9:35, and then typically like to leave with a little motivational moment. Grab this video from the Atomic Habits by James Clear, and then after that had Kyle come in for 10:30 and talk about transition and putting a timeline in place. So excited about him. He's excited to continue to come on board. Said I know you got strong support from family, so if you want to have them come in and be able to feel a part of the leadership, that way they can feel comfortable with where we're headed, more than welcome to. And then after that, then I had 11:30 with Austin. He's a consultant, wanted to know more about the Guest in the West show that we started with the collaboration between Now Media and also Houston West Chamber of Commerce. And some of my thoughts were, number one, it's a great way to be able to get into, I call it the front door or the back door of a business, and get to know them and allow business to share their story. And I said chambers of commerce are perfect just because they're wanting to share the stories of different businesses, and there's a way to be able to do it. Plus, I said if I were to do it, if Now Media Studios had the right setup, I would actually have a female anchor, so that way there's a different vibe, a different feel, and definitely a different perspective on how that interview is coming across. But there's just not enough space in that little studio that we have. And then it's great for the business, right? Because they can show everybody really what their studio is like. Number two, it's great for the Chamber of Commerce because they can share the business in the format of podcast and video. Of course, great for our organization because our name gets known that we're out there providing value. And so it takes me about an hour and a half total of time on a weekly basis. So a great way to be able to get out and share some of your talents if you're kind of wired that way. And then after that meeting with him, had a 1 o'clock conference call, then a 2 o'clock conference call, then left here for optometry appointment for my son as my wife went to a chiropractic visit. So a little bit of health as we still are laid up here with the old foot. So that is Monday. Great Monday. Enjoy Mondays. Got a lot of stuff done. Still lots more to do. That's the nature of the beast. Let's go.
But I do this cause I live like I'ma die today. Passionate about it, you got a habit of doubting. I got a habit of working and earning it. I am out in the city of angels. I know that they're looking out for me. This is my testimony for all of y'all that been doubting me. The evidence is evident. Music is my medicine, my testament. Meant to be true to you, a legend in the making. Make the best of every moment. Cause nothing lasts forever, but forever I'll be focused. Focus on a now.